Hey guys, welcome back. It is Four Towers Films, and today I'm joined by.
Doug 218. Happy Thursday, guys.
Hey guys, it's another review or recap of Masterchef 10, 10th season of Masterchef USA, Episode 2, second audition. So we are down to the last 8 aprons. And remember, we still have the battle competition for the last apron.
Okay, so we first get introduced to Noah. Noah's a big old boy. He's 6'7" from Georgia.
Yeah, he's huge. But he seems like a really nice guy.
And he works in the septic business.
Yes.
And he does this burger that was inspired, which his grandma inspired.
His grandma inspired it, yes.
And so he's a good old Southern boy. He works this crowd up. And he gets this thing plated.
It's really big burger, too.
It was
looked good.
About the size of a baby's head.
And he had like the cut bacon and all. It looked really good.
And so he gets it plated just in time for Gordon to taste it. No,
I think he had coleslaw, too.
Gordon, Joe, and Aaron said, if you're going to bring a burger...
Yeah, it better be the best burger ever.
It better be the burger bomb.
Especially for Masterchef. Especially season 10.
Yes.
So they tried to cut it in 4, and they try it, and wow, they've blown away. They thought it they thought it was great, like juicy, the flavor, sauce, the bacon, because he did his own. I think it was like a maple or a honey,
lemon pepper bacon,
which he did himself.
And Joe's like,
and he goes, "That's like restaurant style quality. You would serve that in a restaurant." They didn't really like his coleslaw that much, but they said the burger definitely.
And so
he gets an apron.
But Gordon kind of joked with him because he's so big. I don't know if we made this in 3X, put this on. Looks like we took it from Masterchef Junior.
Yeah, it was funny because when he shook their hands, like towers over all of them, and none of them are real short guys, but he's way up here. But so he gets an apron.
And then we're introduced to Sherry.
Yes.
Sherry is a stay-at-home mom, and she married an Indian man, and so...
And it's funny because she said before she got married, she wasn't a great cook. She didn't know anything about flavors and all that stuff, and then she married her husband, and she started learning from her mother-in-law and some of that Indian cooking. Yeah. And she learned a lot about flavors and different textures and what goes together and all that kind of stuff, making it just really flavorful. And she said it's funny that her mother-in-law kind of questioned whether or not her son would starve because she didn't know how to cook Indian.
All he'll eat is salads.
All he'd eat was salads. But no, she did really well. And she said part of this is to really prove to her mother-in-law that she knows how to cook Indian.
Exactly.
So they loved her. I think she did a curry dish.
It was a curry dish with red snapper, and it got... it was a unanimous yes.
Oh, they said it was very authentic. They loved it. So she got an apron.
So there's 6 aprons left.
6 down. 6 left.
So the cooks kept coming through, and we saw.
Oh yeah, some of them we don't see. They don't show you all the ones that they award. So it would just take too long.
Then we're introduced to Charlie. She's a female bartender. She brought judges.
She's about 21. She's young.
Young kid. She brought in a dish of vegetables and shrimp.
Yeah.
They liked it, but
they didn't think it was only Joe, I think, thought it was MasterChef quality.
So,
because the other one said no.
But Joe said, "You know what? I believe in you." Boom. There's the battle pass.
Yeah, because he said, because even Gordon said he liked her dish, but he said, and because they said, "Do you think are you ready?" And he said, "Yes, but not this year. Like she needs a little bit more training."
Yeah.
And Aaron kind of agreed with Gordon, but Joe said, "No, I think you're both wrong." So he gives her his battle pass. So we have 2 for the battle pass. Battle for the apron.
So 2 more aprons are given out. You have to we have to apologize, guys, because they're wanting to get through as many of these people.
Well, the thing is, they don't tell you all their names,
Right.
so it's if you've watched it, like they just go through, because we've got hundreds of people they have to get through, so they can't show everybody. You only have an hour.
So we're introduced to Molly. It's a dish of skirt skate.
She's another one who quit her job and actually sold her house to be there.
That's dedication, man.
You bet. And I mean, that's taking a huge risk if you don't make it.
So
huge risk.
Her dish was skirt steak and broccoli. The other two were like, eh.
They thought it was good. The flavor was okay, but Gordon thought it should have had a little bit more color on the steak, which it was kind of gray looking.
Yeah.
And so they said no. However, Aaron believed in her and gave her his battle pass.
So all 3 battle passes
three
are now out.
We're set for our 3.
Then we are introduced to Fred. Fred did something a little different. Everyone's done these really ornate dishes, and then Fred did a chocolate cake.
Right. They called it deconstructed, but he doesn't call it deconstructed.
No. It's a plated
chocolate cake.
So,
but he said they're like cubes, not like a slice of cake. It's like he cubed them.
Yeah.
But,
and then the flavors combined would be.
And with his story, kind of, if you remember from last week, the one, but a little bit different though. His story is that he always loved cooking and that, but he was an introvert. And he always got the impression that nobody thought he was good enough kind of thing to do anything, except maybe his family. So he didn't really do any risks or try to do anything. So his family this year convinced him to do Masterchef.
Yeah, it was his mom that signed him up. His
mom, and his mom's there, and their family members were there. And so he brings his cake in, and they just loved it. It was actually very pretty what he did with it.
I've never seen 3 chefs fight over.
They're like speechless.
And like the best bit was to see Gordon.
Or even looking like before that, even looking at Joe's face when he just the look of surprise and and they finished it. Like Gordon was literally scraping the crumbs off, and
he picked up and
was licking the plate.
The best thing any aspiring home cook.
Oh yeah, especially from these chefs.
Oh, for sure.
And so it's funny. Gordon they didn't even go through whether he should get. They just tossed him. They tossed him the apron. It was funny.
You know you good when you reduce the 3 judges to
basically speechless. Really. And and it's funny when they went back, they were still talking about it. How good it was the best chocolate cake they've ever had. And then you know how they do mic drop. Jordan tossed the full plate down. Plate drop.
Okay.
So we have our 19 out. So now it's the battle for the apron. For the final 3, for the final apron.
So they're giving 45 minutes.
So remember, we have Micah, who was Gordon's pass holder.
Charlie.
Molly, who was Ron's. And Charlie, who was Joe's.
So they're told you've got 45 minutes. Here's your second chance. Cook us the dish you want us to judge you on.
Right.
So Micah does fish. And it's like, you better stay, focused, because fish is tricky.
A couple of them did fish. Charlie did fish, too.
Yeah. And Molly was the only one that did a pork loin chop.
Right. But they all had issues.
Oh.
Molly had a little bit of time issues with her temperatures, and it wasn't her pork wasn't cooking fast enough. She wasn't getting the temperature she wanted.
She wanted 120 degrees, and she was only
getting like 105, 108. Yeah. So she had to keep putting it back in the oven.
And
then Charlie was having issue with her tortillas. She was making almost like a taco.
Yeah, it was a fish taco,
and it was vodka battered fish.
Yeah, vodka and beer battered fish.
Vodka. And they questioned her on that because it can make it soggy, the batter. And she was, no. And they also were, because vodka can be a very strong flavor. And it could actually kind of take over all the other flavors. So they were worried that would be the case. And she was, no. And so she did that, but her tortillas kept sticking, and they were too small and they were uneven.
Yeah,
so she made them again, and they still were kind of not perfect.
So she ended up having to use a pre-made tortilla.
Right.
Well, and just to look on Gordon's face when Joe came back to tell them, like, okay,
She tried.
She's
running out of time.
And just to look on Gordon.
And Gordon, I think, even said, that wasn't even really the biggest issue. And Micah, it was one of his vegetables they thought was
the eggplant.
Eggplant was kind of unevenly. And so they thought it could either be dried out or undercooked, depending on how it's cutting them.
And it was kind of gummy.
It can be, yeah. So they bring them up for the judges to judge. And Gordon didn't really like the vodka in the fish for Charlie. They liked a lot of the rest of it, but he most of them thought, because it kind of made it a bit soggy, and they didn't really like the flavor of the vodka that much.
Well, and you got to think too, this is a Scottish man that has grown up with traditional fish and chips, and you come up and you do something like that, Molly's pork loins, she couldn't get the cook she wanted.
No, it was undercooked, so they couldn't even taste it.
Yeah.
So you knew right then and there it couldn't be Molly because they couldn't even judge her on it.
Yeah. Because it was raw, right?
It was raw. They did not cook properly, so they couldn't even try it.
And so Micah came up. His fish was perfectly cooked.
Yeah, they liked the flavor, but they didn't like
the veg
on it. So you knew it was going to come down to Micah and Charlie.
Yeah.
And they both had issues.
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up coming down to Micah winning the last apron.
And, he lost it. And saying to Gordon, to know someone like you had faith in me, thank you so much.
Because like he said, you're the first person who's ever had faith in me, and like, just remember, he's the one, when he did the audition last time, his parents told him if he did this, that he's being kicked out of the house.
Yeah, the laws would be changed.
Doesn't look like he's got any real support for pursuing his dream, at least not the home front.
And that's,
sad to hear. That's sad, especially considering it looks like he has talent. Yeah. So we'll see how far he goes. You never know, he might take it.
So guys, the 20 are set.
And next week is First Mystery Box Challenge. It looks like the kitchen might be set up a little differently, too. It's like, how they had these long tables before. Now it looks like they're individual stations. Yeah. That's a little different than they've done in previous years.
It looks like Gordon said, I'm going to be your drill sergeant this year.
Well, like they said, this is going to be the toughest year ever, being the 10th anniversary. So we will see what the Mystery Box Challenge has in store for them next week.
And it looks like we might see a Gordon Ramsay masterclass.
Well, you know how a lot of times they'll show different skills. It looks like it might be showing flaying fish next week. Mm-hmm. And it looks like he's not very slow about it either. So hopefully they pay careful attention. Because usually when they do that, it's replication challenge. So, we'll see what happens. And how many of them can keep up with him.
And how many can keep their apron.
Well, see, this is the thing. They said something else that they're not doing. We didn't hear, but there's something else. Are they judging it differently? Is it more than one? There's been more than one before who's gone home.
Yeah.
At a time. It's not always one time. So we will see next week when the show actually officially starts the competition. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when you upload every week for Masterchef. If you are a Masterchef fan, we also do Masterchef Canada, Season 6. So you have to go. There's only one episode left of Masterchef Canada, but check back in the archives. We did the whole season. Take care, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.